Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings, y'all. What's the word? Yes, sir. Back in the building. Man, listen. Now the moment I started learning this truth, and this video just came to my head. The moment I started walking in this truth, the moment I started knowing these true ways, these true teachings of God and Christ, and walking in that true way of God, and walking with the real Christ, the Christ of Hebrew, the Hebrew Christ, not the Gentile Christ, not the one that believe in paganism, the astrology, the Christmas, the Easter, the Valentine's Day, and etc. All that, right? I told myself, like the Bible says anyway, I'm gonna continue to spread this word to any and everybody that want to hear it, even the ones that don't want to hear it. I'm still gonna spread the word. The Bible also says, for the ones that don't want to hear, shake the dust off your boots and keep it moving. And the Bible also says, don't cast your pearl before the swine. So don't waste good things on people that will never appreciate it. Now listen. For the people that know me, when it comes down to speaking this word, I can't go along to get along. Even before I came into the truth, I've never been the type of person that can just be okay with certain things, that be okay with just hearing certain things, that be okay with just following certain things without knowing what's really going on. Like, the Bible says, and Ezekiel also, if you know the truth and you don't tell people the truth and they walking in lies, the blood will be on your hands. So I'm not gonna sit back or be somewhere or be in an atmosphere or be in a place where people are speaking foolishness or they speaking folly or they speaking false doctrine and I don't say nothing about it. I feel bad. I feel lost. I feel like, I'm not doing my job when I see that going on. I was in a situation where I was at my son's class or whatever, and I heard some people talking about astrology and all this type of stuff. They were talking about this and about that. Now listen, I let it pass. I didn't say too much. And these people they was talking about God and everything. They had crosses on their neck and all this type of stuff. So I'm like, yeah. It's plain to see these people still lost. So I didn't say anything about it. I didn't say anything about it. But I seen a video. I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of stuff out here, just entertainment nowadays. But I was watching this other video, and every time I watch one of these shows, every time I watch this show, I'm not gonna say the show, it's always adultery, it's always lies, it's always fornication, it's always whoremongering, it's always fornication, it's everything that goes against what the Bible says. And I kept my cool for so long, but at some point, I had to say something. I had to tell them the truth. I had to let people know. And of course, somebody commented and went against what I just said and just tried to make it a whole different type of situation. I'm like, okay, well, a hit dog, a holler. Obviously, something I said got to you. Obviously, me speaking that truth got to you. And that made me feel good. Because, facts don't care about feelings, but when it comes down to reality, man, I can't just sit back and watch certain things be cool with. I can't just sit back and be okay with like, all right, well, I don't want to offend you. I don't want to offend them. The Bible is supposed to, open your eyes. It's supposed to make you feel some type of way. So what I'm saying is make you feel some type of way. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that you feel conviction. I'm happy that you feel bad or feel some type of way about what I'm saying to you. That's good. Keep feeling that way. Because I'm going to keep on telling the truth to you, no matter whether you like it or not. See, that's so many times, like I see so many people like, okay, well, that's what they believe in. That's their beliefs and what they doing this and they doing that. Man, listen, bro, I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care about what other people believe in, Joe. I know the true ways. I'm going to continue to tell the true ways all the time, but I'm not going to sit back and see you going straight into that car ride, straight down to the gates of hell and not say nothing to you. I have to let you know this. Sure, you're going to get mad at me. Sure, you're going to have some type of, conflict with me. Sure, we're going to have some type of resistance. Of course you are. Because what you've been told for so long. But I can't just go along and get along and see you walking in something that I know that's going to cause your soul to be lost and not tell you the truth. This is a tough truth. This is a tough reality. Nobody wants to hear about this stuff. Don't get me wrong, some people are not ready to receive it. It was times in my life when I wasn't really trying to hear it, but I was trying to hear it, but I really wasn't trying to hear it. So I really wasn't trying to walk in at that point. Because I'm thinking like, okay, well, the world is doing this. One thing I got to tell everybody else, and don't get caught up in what you see a lot of people doing. I heard a pastor speak about this also, that the wicked are the ones that prosper in this world. So just because you see these people out here having these big cars, having these big houses, having a lot of money, they see these mega churches are prospering, they getting this, they getting that. All the people that you see glamour, don't envy that stuff. Don't covet that stuff, because they getting that from a different type of source. Like I always say, the God can bless you and the Satan can bless you also. They getting that from a different source. Don't covet that. Because those things come with a price. Those things come with a big price that I think that you're not willing to pay. But then people, they with that, they done, okay, cool, I want the glory, I want the fame, I want this, Not knowing later on, hey, there's something else you got to pay. There's something else you got to, give up for that. Your soul. What would it profit a man to gain the whole world, they lose his soul? So we got to think about that next time we see the drug dealer. We got to think about that next time we see the mega churches. We got to think about that next time we see the person with the Benz rolling by, or the Bentley, or whatever else these cars they be driving out here now. We got to think about that when we see the OnlyFans model. We got to think about that when we see the porn stars. We got to think about this type of stuff when we see these big time CEOs of these companies. We got to think about that stuff, So people, we got to know what we dealing with here. It's deeper than just physical, So, yes, I stepped off topic a little bit, but I can't do that, I've been trying my hardest just to be cool and just, let people follow what they follow and just let people do what they're doing. But no, even if you still gonna follow what you follow, even if you still gonna do what you want to do, even if you still gonna follow your own ways, your own righteousness, and whatever you feel like that's gonna work for you, even if you still gonna do that, I still gotta tell you the truth. Even if you still gonna walk in the wrong ways and knowing that you're gonna wind up seeing that second death, and that second death is hell. So all right, cool. If you still want to go and wind up doing that, cool. Go ahead and do that. But I'm still gonna tell you the truth. I can't just sit back and continue to hear this stuff and continue to see all this stuff going on in the world, see all this stuff, there's people just doing whatever they want to do and walking whatever they want to walk in and living the way they want to live, and think, okay, all is gonna be good, and I ain't got to worry about nothing, because all I do is believe in God, and I can still fornicate, I can still live together not married, I can still celebrate pagan holidays, I can still sleep with this husband or sleep with this wife, I can still go out and party every night and get drunk every night, and overindulge in smoking and overindulge in all these other heavy drugs that that's not good for you. I can still do all this stuff, but because the pastors say I'm saved, or the pastors say I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, I can do this. All I gotta do is pray. I can eat any food I want to. All I gotta do is pray over it. Man, listen, Jack. People need to get into that word, man, and really figure out what the Bible says, tells you for real. Because all this stuff y'all been listening to, and all this stuff everybody in these pastors and all this stuff been trying to tell y'all is false doctrine. They teaching you about that other Jesus. They not teaching you about the real Hebrew Jesus. They're not teaching you about the king of Judah. They're not teaching you about the tribe of Judah. They're not teaching you about him. They're not teaching you about Yahshua. They teach you about that other blue-eyed white Jesus. They're not teaching you about the real one. So we got to wake up, man, because I've been sitting on this for a while. I've been thinking about this for a while. I was even talking with somebody, a friend of mine, the other day about this type of stuff, man. It's like, I can't really sit back too long, man. I don't know. It's just like, because when you get this, I'll put it this way: when you get this knowledge, and when you know some real truth, and you see some folly around you, and you see some badness around you, and you see some people that's on the wrong path, All the time, you might not even be want to say nothing. Because I've been in this situation before. All the time, I don't even be want to say nothing. Out of nowhere, it's like a switch. It's like a switch come on. Somebody will say something. Oh, well, you know, December 25th is Christ's birthday. I don't know about that. It's like, you know, it's like you don't even be trying to say that. It's like you try to stay away from things that you know. It's like, okay, well, you know it's folly, but I don't know. It's like you gotta do it. You gotta speak it. It's like a water fountain. Just cut on. It's like, okay, you hear this stuff and it's around you, so you know you be like, all right, Easter is the day Christ was born. Easter is the day Christ died, and all this other little stuff, whatever they say it is or whatever. Valentine's Day and all. It's like, man, listen, bro, it's not that, or astrology this or whatever, or the rainy key readings and all this witchcraft and this divination stuff is all cool because, man, listen, bro, I can't just sit back and let and hear none of this type of stuff, bro. That's what the deal with a lot of these churches is, man. That's the problem with a lot of these churches and a lot of these people out there. They're scared to offend people because they know they're gonna lose money or they're gonna lose followers, you know. That's why I do this type of stuff. But I could care less about losing any followers. I could care less about losing any people that don't want to listen to me. There's people out there that know this truth that I'm speaking right now, and they walking it. There's people out there that want to hear this truth, and they listening to it, and they don't listen to it. But what people got to realize, a lot of folk them got to realize also, people love this easy truth. They love simple things. I'm not going to give it to you simple. I'm going to give it to you the real way, and that's going to be simple for you. Now, whether you, like I say, whether you want to walk in or not, that's on you. You know, I can't make you do nothing that you don't want to do, Jack. But when it come down to truth, I got to tell you that truth. Ain't nowhere around it. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I try so long, man. Listen, bro, in the last couple months or whatever, I don't speak about my life on here and what I got going on or what I do or nothing like that, bro. But in the last couple months, man, I've been losing a lot of people in my life. I've been finding myself alone, by myself, you know. Women that try to talk to me, you know, the moment they feel like, see what I'm really about, and I'm really not playing with this, and I'm really walking in this, you know what I'm saying? They get away from around me. How I speak, how I try to, you know, uplift them and speak about God with them, and how I try to, you know, actually speak to them about the Bible and tell them what's right about the dietary law, tell them about the laws that they get away from me. When I'm talking about they get so far away from me, I thought I never even knew them before, which is cool, man. Because it says in the Bible, you're going to find yourself alone. You're going to find, but you know what that means? That means you've been sanctified. That means you've been delivered from the ways of the world. And I'm cool with it, you know. Most of the time, no, I'm not going to lie, you know, I did have those moments when I was like, man, I ain't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I try to talk to about this word, everybody I try to preach to about this word, man, they getting away from around me, bro. And I know you get them people that be like, man, I don't always want to hear about that all the time. And I'm just tell the truth, bro. I don't speak about it a lot. I speak about life things that we could be doing about this, about that. But I got to tell you about some truth. If I see you talk about one thing, I know that goes against the Bible, contradict the word, I got to bring it to your attention. Whether you like it or not, that's on you. But I got to speak this word. Yeah, man, I've been finding myself by myself lately, bro. You know, just trying to, you know, stay on my path and stay focused on what I got going on. That's why I tell myself, you know, all the time, like I'm probably gonna be alone for a while. I mean, I doubt that, you know, the Lord gonna send me a real righteous woman, you know what I'm saying? Because He see, you know, that I'm really on this righteous road and I'm serious about this. And after all the stuff, you know, I've really been through that seemed like it take me back, you know. He know it. I'm faithful with this, you know. And sooner or later, He gonna send me the righteous one. You know, I believe that, you know, even though I still have my doubts because, you know, the crap I deal with sometimes, and like the ones that come my way, I'd be like, oh my Lord. It's like it'd be cool one day. It looks promising, but then out of nowhere, there it is. You know, I'm like, okay, well, hey, that means the Lord saw something I didn't see. That means, you know, it was something going on, you know, that really, you know, that I didn't really, you know what was going on. You know, I just, hey. All I can do is say the truth of how I'm walking and what's really going on with me. But you know, that's how I go. I'm not gonna stop walking in this truth. I'm not gonna stop, you know, doing what I'm doing because, you know, hey, it got me to where I'm at right now. You know, I went through some hell, man. Y'all see my testimony. I went through some crazy stuff, bro. And all I had was the Lord. All I had was one to keep me there. So why would I not preach His word? All I had was him when I was out there by myself. Why would I not preach his word? All I had was the Lord when I was out there and had nothing to eat. So why would I not preach the word of God? So people need to realize, like, okay, well, when you walking into this truth and you really into this truth, you know what I'm saying? All the time, like I say, man, you know, you might not want to offend nobody. You might not want to be like, I'm saying, get on nobody's nerves, but hey, man, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? This is something some people got to deal with, man. I don't really know how to say it no other way, man. But stop trying to get along with people. Stop trying to make people like you. Stop trying to be friends with people. Stop trying to just, you know, go along to get along. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Stop speaking about religion. Let's get this relationship with Christ. Stop justifying your sins to continue to doing what you're doing. Stop being around people that you know is no good for you. Stop going along to get along. I tell my peoples, if God intended for you to be like everybody else, he wouldn't have gave you this knowledge. He wouldn't have brought people into your life to show you certain things about Christ and about him that you should know. Trust me. Not rather, not like I always say, you take heed to it or not, really, that's on you. But I'm going to continue to walk in this. I'm going to continue to do what I'm supposed to be doing. But one thing I'm not going to do, you better believe this, I'm not going to go along to get along. Trust and believe that. So yes, sir. That was just a quick message for the day, man. You know, I think to my thoughts sometimes. I be in my thoughts sometimes, just thinking about stuff like, man, you know, like it's tough for a real, true follower of Christ because, you know, we gotta live up for certain things. We gotta, you know, we gotta carry ourselves different. We gotta keep, you know what I'm saying, keep these laws, statutes, commandments in our mind and keep them going, you know, and keep the wicked one as far away from us as we can, you know. And keep on spreading his word. Always keep spreading his word and keep, you know, edifying the people, you know, no matter what, whether they want to hear it or not. And keep on doing the works of the Lord, you know, and keep walking in his ways, you know. Not just praying and believing like everybody else say out here they do. Oh, my Lord, okay, I pray, yeah, I'm a believer, oh, my God. But I'm going to sleep, I'm living my life every day and doing exactly what I want to do, but I'm not walking in the words, though. I'm not obeying the commandments. I'm not obeying the dietary laws. I'm not obeying nothing else he tell me, but I do believe and I do pray. Oh, yeah, okay. Keep praying and keep believing. Let's see how far they get you, my boy. Or my girl. You're not really, it's just wasting your time. Even if you are reading the Bible, if you're not applying it to your life and following exactly what it tells you to do, it's still wasting your time. Let's get this right. Let's get serious. Let's stop playing with the Lord. It's all love. Shalom. Peace and blessings.